Yo, what's up guys? Your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to Wuthering Waves. The new characters dropped, I think yesterday. Or might be today. Roccia. Or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right if I say Roccia. Right, because it is possible like that. Roccia with double C, I think. Right? There's also the Jinsi rerun alongside Roccia's weapon Tragicomedy and Jinsi's weapon Ages of Harvest. Now, apologies, we're not doing any pulls. I'm actually just going to be taking a look at Roccia. I think I'll do a separate video on why I am skipping Jinsi again. Right? Probably. But we're going to be taking a look at Roccia's kit, seeing how she's like, and my overall first impressions. So, let's start with the weapon, Absolute Pulsation. So it's a gauntlet. From the looks of it, so she's a gauntlet character. Okay. So crit rate main stat. Fool's Wobble, increased attack by 12%. Every time basic or intro skill is cast. Heavy attack damage bonus increases by 48% for 3 seconds. So out of all the fist characters, the only other character that may have a good use for this one would be Giant Shin. Sorry if I butchered her name, but she can use the weapon Giant Sin. She can utilize it because a lot of her damage from the Forte circuit, and then after that it's just utilizing a little bit of basic and then using resonance skill to parry. So there's that. Outside of that, I'm not sure if any other fist characters actually want to use their heavy attacks a lot. So outside of that, outside of Giant Shin, it's just Roccia now. So in terms of that, relatively limited. And then attack by 12%. Now you could argue that buff isn't really that good. But if you take a look at Yinlin's weapon, okay, never mind, it's 12% attribute damage. Okay, this one, see, if you take a look at Chang Li's weapon, it's also not that good, right? Because it's attack increase instead of attribute damage. So there's another L there for Chang Li, unfortunately. Her one is fine because you want HP. There you go, look. Verdant Summit, attribute damage bonus by 12%, so that's pretty huge. But yeah, overall the weapon, it does have pretty good stats, a good stat stick, but I don't think you need it for Roccia, in my opinion. Probably, right? Let's take a look at her kit. So she is gauntlet weapon, female, born in Renacita. Affiliation is a trope of fools. I guess in the English VA is Holly Earl. Alright. We need to look at the... we'll look at the kit after we do the gameplay, I think. Because it's harder to imagine the gameplay. So we'll look at the dupes. Let's see. First dupe, casting her skill grants 100 additional imagination and 10 concerto energy. How much imagination is max? When Roccia is beyond imagination with at least 100, press the basic to get 100. Ooh, immune to interruptions. Ooh, that is a pretty major buff. So normally the skill does nothing, but oh, can hold up to 300. Oh no, never mind. Casting resonance skill costs 100 already, so it becomes 200. Ooh, okay. So it's just the quality of life thing. Also a buff, I think, because you can cast it 3 times now. The Beyond Imagination. All right, second dupe, casting basic attack grants all resonates in the team 10% havoc damage bonus for 30 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Upon reaching max stacks, it grants all resonators in the team 10% additional. So that's a total of 40% havoc damage bonus for 30 seconds. That's a big buff. but don't forget that's 2 dupes, so that's 3 copies overall. Third dupe, Caustic Intro skill, pero help. Increases Roccia's crit rate by 10% and crit damage by 30% for 15 seconds. Would be good. I'm not sure if she's a DPS yet. But if she is, that is nice. Casting Resonance skill, Acrobatic Trick, increases basic attack, real fantasy damage multiplier by 60% for 12 seconds. More damage. Fifth dupe, increases Resonance Liberation damage multiplier by 20% and heavy attack damage multiplier by 20%. That is pretty nice. I believe damage multiplier is the strong one. It's not like these ones. Is actually big damage boost because it's not the damage bonus. Damage multiplier is directly, I think, the damage multiplier as it states. Let's see this one. Casting Resonance Liberation grants the following effect for 12 seconds. Basic attacks, ignores enemies' defense by 60%. When Roccia lands after performing basic attack, stage 3, she is launched into mid-air, activating beyond the imagination. In this state, basic attack damage basic attack becomes basic attack reality recreation, dealing damage equal to it looks like her last dupe changes it seems like it changes her gameplay a little bit at the last dupe. Ooh, I don't know about that. Because she goes back into mid-air after dealing stage 3 real fantasy, and then in this state, well, that's what I'm reading. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but that's what it seems like. Launch into mid, huh? One second. Real Fantasy Stage 3. This one is Real Fantasy Stage 1, Stage 2. Ooh. So you're saying if you do stage 3, you don't go into mid-air. That is interesting. So last dupe allows you to do this on the 3rd stage. Interesting. Okay, it's not too gameplay changing, but it does seem to have a sort of gameplay changing sort of thing. What about this one? Casting Resonance skill, increases attack. Cool. Pull nearby targets. That might be useful. The utility of the incoming resonator is replaced with magic box. Utility of the incoming. Are you talking about the intro skill? Surely not, right? It might be just a little extra. Okay, overall it seems pretty interesting. I hope it's not like a gameplay changing thing from the S6, but then again it's S6, right? No one's really gonna get that unless you're a whale. Let's proceed to the trial. When Roccia's in beyond imagination within the forte gauge, she can cast plunging attack. Press E to pull in nearby targets together and send Roccia into mid-air, activating beyond imagination. When in beyond imagination with sufficient forte gauge, press left click to cast chain plunging attack.
The show begins.
Mamma mia. Ooh.
Mamma mia. Time for some crowd work.
And then maybe a little bit of a... Oh, the utility! Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, well, that might be the first time I got interrupted during a line.
Tornado neutral. Mamma mia, avanti. The world is our
I mean, no, I mean it's low key kind of fun. It's low key kind of fun. Unfortunately, I'm not really a fan of the design, if I do say so myself. But it is what it is, right? I mean, then again, I also skipped Camellia, so I technically don't really have a reason to pull for her, right? I mean, I could use her with Rover, but I kind of don't want to do that, so that is unfortunate. We'll do one more, but I think we've seen the whole gameplay already. That is pretty straightforward. She seems like a sub DPS, I think. I need to look at the kit now,
show begins.
because the kit is very simple. I think it's too simple to be a main DPS kind of thing. I mean, she could be, I mean, to be honest, but I mean, look how fast the forte gauge is happening, right? And then you do this, slam. You know what I mean? And then you switch, you collect them together, and then like, you know, that's pretty cool.
Feed my blossoms,
You know?
self-deceivers.
And then we'll do this.
Improv performance.
Oh, that is a nice group. That's nice grouping though. I can't really deny that. That is nice grouping. That is nice grouping. That is nice range on that E. Yeah, you can't sleep on that grouping. That is very nice quality of life there. So if you're looking for some utility, I think she might be nice to use when facing a lot of enemies. But I think the current trend of the tower and like difficult content, I don't think that's the case currently. But with the introduction to Roccia, they might do something like that down the line. But then again, there is Gion, right? He's literally a vacuum cleaner after you press Alt. So for the final stage, let's look at the minute details of her kit. Liberation. Plain damage. For every 1% crit rate she has over 50%, the skill increases the attack of all resonators in the team by 1 point for 30 seconds up to 200 points. So you need to have minimum 70% crit rate. Well, if you want to max out the boost, right, you want 70% crit rate. Let's see what else. I think the forte, we've seen it in the gameplay. And then the E, we've seen in the gameplay. Very nice. This as well is pretty cool. Basic and havoc damage. I think that's made for Camellia. I do like the switch out thing. I don't remember what it says here. Anyway, it isn't one of these. When you switch out to the next resonator, they use a oh, is this one? Yeah, magic box. That one's pretty cool. So overall, it seems like she's like a sub DPS support character. So she's gonna have a little bit of field time, but not as much as a main DPS. I think the main, not really main issue, but just one thing to keep in mind is that her presence will be a lot longer compared to Sanhua, for example, who also buffs basic attack damage. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind how your current rotation is. If you're comfortable with your current rotation, then you might not need to pull. But if you do like the character, then I'm pretty sure you'll have some fun creating a new rotation using both Camellia and Roccia together, or even using Rover and Roccia together, right? So yeah, apologies, the video's a little bit too long. Those are my thoughts. Overall, first impressions, I would say she's fun. But outside of that, yeah, it is what it is. I'm just that type of guy. I can easily skip banners. If you have any questions regarding Roccia or anything about Wuthering Waves, do let me know down in the comments below. I mean, the art is nice, right? You know, the background, the circus performance. But yeah, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.